Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, everybody was going on and on YouTube, on the internet, about the very viral Piers Morgan interview. I was like, wow, look at Mr. Morgan out here keeping the British people up to date if they're not already on This American News. She's been exposed to a whole new audience, y'all. Now, of course, everybody knows by now that after the interview, Beyonce and Jay-Z were not happy. They were issuing, I believe, cease and desist, if I'm not mistaken. And the crazy part is, people were still throwing shade at Jaguar Wright, and I don't understand why at this point. Because remember, y'all, whenever she said years ago, I believe it wasn't, I think either a year ago or some years ago, when she was the first person who said that P. Diddy Combs was a trafficker. And then he got arrested later on, as we all know, for racketeering and trafficking. So the only reason I can really think that people are throwing shade at her for exposing these people is because they're mad that she's exposing their favorite celebrities. They don't want to believe that these people are capable of these things, even though we've seen all of what has been exposed concerning P. Devil Combs, allegedly. And it's really sad that people worship them so much that they will be mad at the person blowing the whistle at these people after all the people they've allegedly hurt. But anyways, they sent a cease and desist, if I'm not mistaken, to him basically saying, oh, how dare you, even though she was the one who said what she said. I told y'all before, pay attention to what goes on, how these people respond to the allegations. Y'all know I have to say allegations. If it was so horrible and they were so mad at what she said, why didn't they send it to her instead? But instead they sent it to him, I believe, to punish him for bringing her onto his platform. Now, of course, he apologized. He maintained a very professional disposition, which, props to him for that. He had to apologize because otherwise, his platform is very large. I'm sure he doesn't want to lose it for anything. But I also commend him for bringing her on to his platform because there's not a lot of people who would risk that. There's not a lot of people who would have the courage to bring somebody like Jaguar Wright onto their platform. Now, there are some people who I believe want her on their platform to exploit her, to make money off of her, or to do something else shady. And I do believe that Ray J is one of those people. Now, he went viral recently for some, I guess, voicemail or message that he left to Jaguar Wright, basically saying, I guess trying to roast her is what he called himself trying to do. Mad because allegedly she would not go onto his platform, or he had some kind of alleged business arrangement that he wanted to do with her, and she didn't answer his calls or she didn't answer his messages. And I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. It's really sad how in the Black community, people are so quick to tear each other down. They're so quick to be so mean and rude and disrespectful to other people, and usually don't even have the details correct as to why they're being mean and disrespectful to other people. There were really people on the internet after he put that message out there, which was very raggedy and messy of him to do. There were really people saying, oh yeah, you tell her, Ray J. Like he was really doing something, like he was really calling this woman out for something. And she had done nothing to him except refuse to accept his calls and messages, allegedly, because she allegedly did not want to go into his platform. Once again, for people to say, oh, that was so wrong. Oh, you're telling her, Ray J, you're calling her out, was absolutely stupid for especially any Black person and any Black woman to say. You know why? Because for one, what in the world does he have to do with Jaguar Wright? What business excursion or business proposition does he call himself having? First of all, let's go down the laundry list of why it's stupid to even give him the time of day. First of all, before he tries to offer anybody who's going viral for exposing shady celebrities, which he's one of, by the way, y'all, he needs to be quiet, have several seats, and then tell us why in the world it seems like he can't treat his wife right. Why in the world there have been rumors going around about how he does his wife dirty, how he can't seem to be a decent husband. Now, I don't know all the details of his relationship, and I'm not saying that she's never done something wrong in the relationship either, although I certainly know all the allegations and accusations of him being, once again, a raggedy husband. Let's talk about that. And then let's kind of backtrack a little bit, talking about business excursions. I get that he has, some headphones out or some earbuds out or whatever, that's real successful. But besides that, what other area of business or anything else is he really successful in? Because he's not a successful singer. He's been known as Brandy's brother for most of his life because he tried to come out and be a singer or a rapper, whatever, like his sister, and failed miserably at it. And that's not me throwing shade, that's me telling the truth, because the last time I checked, I ain't never heard anybody say that their favorite rapper or singer was Ray J. Before anybody says anything bad about Jaguar Wright not answering his calls or wanting to go onto his raggedy little platform, somebody answer the question why there are rumors still today that he screwed over Tierra Marie. That he mishandled Tierra Marie. Allegedly, because y'all know I have to say allegedly. Help me understand that. Oh, but she should go onto his platform because he's a black man? Once again, one more I'm going to throw out there, and I'm going to be real petty about it. Somebody help me understand and ask him, before y'all shade Jaguar Wright for not wanting to go onto his little raggedy platform, why in the world every time he's seen around an older black woman in the industry, she ends up either deceased or strung out on drugs? Answer those questions for me. Because quite frankly, if I was Jaguar Wright, I wouldn't go on his raggedy platform either. Forget about the bag. Just going off of his track record of how he allegedly treats black women, including the one that he's apparently allegedly still married to and the mother of his children, I wouldn't want to go on there either. I wouldn't want any black woman on there either. I wouldn't want any black man on there either because he's a raggedy example of one himself. And for some reason, the community has constantly given this guy the time of day. Now, there are plenty of people, like I said earlier, who've been calling him Brandy's brother to take shots at him because they really don't like him like that because he's a shady individual indeed. But the community as a whole has still been giving him the time of day. And if this is not an indication, other than that one interview that he had where he was talking about how he never went to a Diddy party and he was looking like he was lying straight through his teeth. He didn't even look like he was all the way there. It looked like they had some spirits behind those eyes of his. I'm going to just be real honest. While he was saying that, y'all know I have to say allegedly. But if this is not an indication that people need to stop putting these people on a pedestal and stop giving them the time of day once again, I don't know what else kind of a sign people expect. I really don't know. Once again, none of this was about the bag for anybody who don't understand. None of this was about the bag. It wasn't about, oh, you went onto this white man's platform. Why can't you go onto Ray J's? It's not about, oh, she would have gotten more attention anyways on Piers Morgan than she would have on Ray J's and holding that against him. It was about strategy. It was about common sense, and it was about respect. Obviously, somebody reached out privately to Jaguar Wright from Piers Morgan's team, and they brought her on there. Even after things went left, whenever Beyonce and Jay-Z issued a statement, they didn't throw her under the bus. Piers Morgan didn't throw her under the bus. He apologized himself. Now, of course, he did try to steer her away from some of that stuff by saying, okay, well, they're not here to defend themselves, which again, that was just him trying to be professional and keep his own butt from being roasted. And he did take the segment down because he was afraid they were going to do something to him, even though his show is Piers Uncensored or something like that. He did take the segment down, but you didn't hear any viral videos of him going off on Jaguar for what she said on his platform. Like how he put that video out there or that audio out there of him being mad because she didn't come onto his platform. That was another indicator that she shouldn't have been on there anyways. The fact that she didn't answer his calls was good. Because if that's how you're going to respond to unanswered messages, you don't need to be involved in business with that person. Again, it's about strategy. She knew that. She probably knows him better than all the rest of us do. Because once again, she's been in the industry. She knows these people. She knows what they're capable of. And she knows that he's not trustworthy. Once again, that was proven by his response to her. Like I said before, that was real shady and disrespectful. It's screaming, I'm mad because you wouldn't give me what I wanted, even though we all know you can't actually trust me. So I'm going to punish you by publicly putting this out and weaponizing anybody goofy enough on social media and in the community to get you back. And some people actually fell for it. I've said this before. Let's not be so lacking in intelligence and wisdom that we fall whenever these celebrities try to weaponize us against other people who have really done nothing wrong to them because they're just mad that they didn't get their way. Let's not be that wishy-washy. Let's not be that ridiculous. But anyways, I didn't want much. This was going to be a short video. I just had to get some things off my chest. I just thought this entire situation was absolutely ridiculous. And I just wanted to remind some people, once again, while they were taking up for Ray J, why he's not to be trusted just like the rest of these raggedy celebrities. And before the dust settles, we'll know probably about all of them. Or at least I hope we will. I really do. So people can see them for who they really are. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.